Hello and welcome. I'm Roseanne, and this is the second video in a 3-video series where I work on finishing the last few pages of this. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at this art journal. For the sake of this video, I went ahead and filmed 2 journal pages and the art process that went with them. And you can see the final works here in a little bit. I will show them in this very video. So the subject material for these paintings, it was inspired by a book series that I've been reading. And it's actually the first book series that I've read for 2026. A classic fantasy, just wonderful fiction series. I'll be talking about it more over on my other channel. Yes, that's a plug for my other channel. There will be a link in the description box below. You can find some art and whatnot on there, but most of my videos are about books nowadays. So getting back to this video and this channel, I purchased my Rosa watercolor set around the same time that I bought the art journal. And watercolor painting is something that I did when I was younger, but hadn't really taken seriously in many years. Acrylic and ink are my 2 primary forms of painting. And I wanted to get back into watercolor. I was probably influenced a little bit by social media. I'm not even going to try and deny it. I saw some really cool watercolor sets and I thought, you know what? I've never owned a professional watercolor set. I haven't watercolor painted in many years with any type of intent or seriousness. So a lot of this art journal is watercolor paintings with ink, which ended up being a really great combination for me because the ink is so familiar. That's what I primarily use for most of my artworks or acrylic. And the watercolor had been something that I had mostly forgotten how to work with. There was a few elements that I learned in school and whatnot that stuck with me, but for the large part, I've forgotten most of how to watercolor paint, just for the large amount of time that I hadn't used it. So this art journal was just great for getting back into watercolor. Here is one of the finished artworks. I like how that turned out. And then there is the second one. And I'm happy with how that turned out as well. All right, I'll be back with part 3 soon. If you made it to this point in the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And I invite you to subscribe and please come back here and join me for part 3, where I will be finishing my art journal. Thanks again for watching and take care.